Measles outbreak sa Samoa, patuloy ang paglaganap, bilang ng mga nasawi umabot na sa 70. 6 katao patay sa nangyaring gun rampage sa isang Czech hospital, 2 iba pa nasa kritikal na kondisyon. Libo-libong commuters na antala dahil sa matinding traffic sa Paris dahil sa nagpapatuloy na transport strike. Ako po si Mario Ochoa, ang inyong magiging tagapagbalita. Sa detalye ng mga balita, patuloy na sinisikap ng mga firefighters sa Australia na maapula ang maraming bushfires na sumiklab dahil sa mainit na panahon at patuloy na nananalasa sa east coast ng bansa.
So much active fire rage that it's going to take not just days, weeks, but weeks and weeks potentially for good quality containment.
Samantala, kinansela na ang biyahe ng ilan sa commuter ferries dahil sa makapal na usok. Hindi rin pinalalabas ng eskwelahan ng mga estudyante dahil sa mataas na pollution levels na lumagpas sa hazardous levels. Inabisuhan din ng mga otoridad ang mga mamamayan doon na iwasan muna ang outdoor activities. Samantala, binuksan na ng mga otoridad ang investigasyon sa pagkamatay ng 5 katao sa White Island volcano. Ayon kay Police Deputy Commissioner John Timms, dinidevelop pa nila ang maaaring maging terms of reference sa gagawin nilang investigasyon. Posibleng maugnay din sa investigasyon kung dapat napayagan ang mga tour groups sa pagbisita sa mga sikat na tourist destinations sa North Island Coast. Nasa 5 katao ang patay sa pagputok ng White Island volcano, habang nasa 8 katao naman ang nawawala na pinangangambahang namatay sa insidente.
47 people went on to the island yesterday. We can now confirm that 5 are deceased, 31 are currently in hospital, a further 8 are still missing, and 3 have been discharged from hospital overnight. Today our focus will be on working with the experts to determine the safety for us to return to the island to look to recover those people that are currently missing.
Yesterday at 2:11 p.m, Whakaari White Island erupted. There were 2 explosions, one after the other in quick succession. At this stage, we can confirm that amongst those currently listed as missing or injured are New Zealanders who were part of the tour operation and tourists from Australia, the United States, the United Kingdom, China and Malaysia. That is to the best of our knowledge.
We were a bit shocked. We were shocked because up until then we didn't know what was really happening on the island, and we're still hopeful that he's still alive there somewhere. I don't know how you can, he's a wonderful boy, he's an awesome kid Tippin. Everyone knows him, he's well known on the coast from the small babies.
Yes, yes. And we are emotional. And some of us don't want to fall apart. But it's not really an option. I mean, we've got to stay strong.
When we got there, it was quite a.
Samantala, patuloy ang paglaganap ng measles outbreak sa Samoa kung saan umabot sa 70 ang bilang ng mga nasawi. Kaugnay nito, naglabas na ang United Nations ng $2.6 million para sa emergency aid upang labanan ang pagkalat ng nasabing epidemya.
It's quite a shocking.
Batay sa official figures, mayroong bagong 112 kaso ng measles sa kabila ng ipinatupad na mass immunization sa nakalipas na 2 araw. Samantala, inanunsyo ni UN Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and the Emergency Relief Coordinator Mark Lungcook ang pagpapalabas ng nasabing pondo. Anyang nasabing pondo ay gagamitin sa pagpapabakuna, obstetric at neonatal care para sa mga infected mothers at mga bagong silang na sanggol, pagkakaroon ng malinis na tubig at public health information campaigns. Umaabot naman sa 4,673 ang kabuuang bilang ng kaso ng measles kung saan nasa 229 ang nasa ospital. Kabilang na ang 16 na bata na nasa kritikal na kondisyon. Kabilang naman sa 70 nasawi ay 61 mga bata na may edad 4 pababa. Ang iba pang mga balita sa pagbabalik ng Eagle News International Filipino Edition.
We are inviting you all to the EBC Forum on Explaining Blockchain and Cryptocurrency. Learn about the current trends and developments on these new technologies and digital assets and discover a whole new world. That's going to be on December 11, 2019 at the Studio 1 of EBC Building here at number 25 Central Avenue, New Era, Quezon City. For more information about the forum, go to the EBC and Eagle News fan pages. Admission is free, but you have to register online.
Para sa mga viewers namin sa Middle East at North Africa via OSN, hello sa inyong lahat dyan! Ako po si Alma Angeles at araw-araw tayong magkasama sa Eagle News International. Dito tayo sa Net25 at OSN, siguradong at home ka dito.
Agila Balita, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 7:30 hanggang alas 8 ng umaga.
Mga uri ng kwento. May iba't ibang uri ng kwento. Ang kwento ay maaaring salimbag o dilimbag na panitikan, mga pang-araw-araw na karanasan at imahinasyon. Narito ang mga uri ng kwento. Pabula ang tawag sa kwento na ang lahat o ang pangunahing tauhan ay mga hayop na may katangiang pantao. Kadalasan, may aral na hatid ang pabula. Ang alamat naman ay kwento ng mga pinagmulan ng iba't ibang bagay, lugar o pangyayari. Ang kwentong bayan ay nagsasalaysay ng buhay, pag-ibig at pakikipagsapalaran ng tauhan sa isang di kapani-paniwalang sitwasyon at lugar. Madalas din na ito ay mga kwentong naipasa mula pa sa mga ninuno at matatanda. Parabola ang tawag sa mga kwento na hango sa Biblia o banal na kasulatan. Ang epiko ay mahabang tulang pasalaysay na maaaring awitin. Mga uri ng kwento.
Isang lalaki ang walang habas na namaril sa isang ospital sa Eastern Czech City ng Ostrava. 4 na lalaki at 2 babae ang nasawi sa nangyaring trahedya. Sinabi ni Police Spokeswoman Paula Shirokova na agad na tumakas ang suspect sakay ng isang silver Renault Laguna car at pinaghahanapan ng mga otoridad. Dahil dito nagbabala ang mga otoridad sa publiko ng ibayong pag-iingat. Batay sa investigasyon, malapit ang binaril ng salarin ng mga biktima habang nakaupo ang mga ito at naghihintay sa trauma ward ng nasabing ospital sa Ostrava, isang steel hub sa silangan ng Frog. 2 pa sa mga biktima ang nasa seryosong kalagayan. Matinding traffic ang patuloy na nararanasan sa Paris Ring Road. Ito ay dahil sa transport strike laban sa pension reform ng pamahalaan. Nais na mga unyon na ibasura na ni President Emmanuel Macron ang kanilang planong magpatupad ng single pension scheme na mag-aalis sa iba pang pension plans na pinakikinabangan ng mga train drivers, sailors, lawyers at iba pang propesyon. Karamihan sa mga Paris Metro lines ay isinara na nagdulot naman ng matinding traffic jams. Napili bilang bagong Prime Minister ng Finland si Sanna Marin. Nahalal ang 34 anyos na Transport Minister ng kanyang Social Democratic Party matapos magbitiw sa pwesto si Antti Rinne bilang Finland Prime Minister. Nakatakdang manumpa sa tungkulin si Marin ngayong linggo. Siya na ang itinuturing na pinakabatang Prime Minister kasunod ni na New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern na sa edad 39 at Ukrainian Prime Minister Oleksiy Hukcharuk sa edad na 35. Nagsagawa ng konsultasyon ng Philippine Overseas Labor Office o POLO sa mga Filipino migrant workers sa New Zealand. Alamin natin ang detalye sa report ni EBC New Zealand correspondent Greg Besa.
In New Zealand, there are thousands of overseas Filipino workers who are being employed at various sectors and industries across the country. Upon recognition of the crucial role of POLO in addressing the issues and concerns affecting the Filipino migrant workers, the Philippine Embassy in New Zealand, along with the Filipino community leaders and the workers themselves, had been longing for to be having a POLO in this country.
No other than the Philippine Secretary of Labor and Employment, Honorable Sylvester Bello III, graced the launching of POLO New Zealand on 17th November of this year, which was held at the Philippine Embassy in Wellington. This historic occasion was witnessed by other Department of Labor and Employment officials, the embassy officials and staff, and the Filipino community leaders.
Kaya po kami nandito ngayon at para maipatayo o itatag yung ating Philippine Overseas Labor Office dito sa lungsod ng Wellington, bansang New Zealand. Ito po ay nagpapatunay kung gaano kamahal ang ating Pangulo, ang ating mga overseas workers dahil sa inyo po ay napakalaki ang utang ng ating bansa sa inyo. Hindi dahil sa inyong paghihirap, pagsusumikap, ay nakatulong kayo sa ekonomiya ng ating bansa.
On his speech, Secretary Bello emphasized that the establishment of POLO in New Zealand is a gift from the Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte to the Filipino migrant workers in the country, whom he has valued and loved so much, just like the other overseas Filipino workers across the globe, due to their significant contribution to the Philippine economy. He also expressed his gratitude to the Philippine Embassy in New Zealand, particularly to Ambassador Jesus Domingo, for all the assistance extended in making the establishment of POLO a reality. The Administrator of Philippine Overseas Employment Administration, Honorable Bernard Olalia, who was also present during the launching, expressed his confidence that the well-being of the Filipino migrant workers in New Zealand would now be best served under the POLO supervision.
Marami po tayong mga kababayang naririto at dahil po rito, bibigyan po natin ng tuon lahat po ng mga pangangailangan at lahat po ng kanilang mga problema patungo po at about the overseas employment.
On the other hand, Philippine Ambassador Jesus Domingo was pleased with the start of POLO in New Zealand as he warmly welcomed Labor Attaché Angel Borja Jr., who in return encouraged the migrant workers to avail of the services that POLO could offer to them.
We're very proud to announce the launching of the Philippine Overseas Labor Office for New Zealand and Pacific, to be headed by Labor Attaché Angel Borja.
Our Filipino workers who are here in New Zealand may come to our office anytime that they have any labor and employment related matters that you would like the labor office to provide them with assistance.
Right after the ceremony, Secretary Bello and PUA Administrator Olalia held a dialogue with the Filipino community leaders wherein problems, issues, and concerns affecting the Filipino migrant workers were discussed. Both officials were thankful to the support of the Filipino community leaders as they encouraged them to work with POLO in promoting the well-being of the workers. Some Filipino community leaders and migrant workers themselves were excited as they conveyed their gratitude to the Philippine government in establishing Polo in New Zealand.
I think it is quite good that we have the Polo here in New Zealand because it will actually help the overseas workers that we have in the Philippines, and also we have that capacity to be able to guide all the people coming to New Zealand, and also to be able to help those who are already in here.
To Secretary Bello and President Rodrigo Duterte, thank you very much for granting our request for having a Polo office here in New Zealand.
Maraming salamat po sa aming Pangulong Duterte sa pagkakaroon po ng Polo dito sa New Zealand. Malaking bagay po sa aming mga OFW na manggagawa po dito sa New Zealand. Lalo-lalo na po sa yung nag-a-apply, nag-change employer, hindi na po kinakailangan mag-submit sa Australia.
Polo is mainly based in New Zealand. It also has jurisdiction over the Filipino migrant workers in the independent state of Samoa, the Cook Islands, Tonga, and Fiji. Yet, despite the workers' territorial locations, Polo must reach them out and carry out its mandate at all cost. From Philippine Embassy in Wellington, New Zealand, this is Greg Besa. I am and will always be one with 25.
Hinikayat ng bagong direktor ng World Bank na si Axel Van Trutzenberg ang mga bansa na tuparin ang kanilang pangako na tumulong upang labanan ng global warming. Ginawa ng opisyal ang pahayag sa kanyang pagsasalita sa pagpupulo ng mahigit 50 finance ministers sa isinagawang United Nations Climate Talk sa Madrid. Hinimok ng World Bank Director ang mga gobyerno ng iba't ibang bansa na ibigay ang kanilang pangakong pondo para sa paglaban sa climate change.
It is about how finance ministers are important because they go over the budget. They are involved in incentives setting through tax incentives, etc. And so if we want to scale up climate financing, finance ministries are important. So I think it's a very good development that they are now joining. It is about how they develop a network to be a complementary force to the COP process, so that indeed also ultimately greening of budgets is occurring around the world. Well, my message is action. I think that there has been a lot of talk. I think what governments or organizations have promised, they should act upon. In the case of the World Bank, in this decade that ends now in 2019, the World Bank Group provided $120 billion in climate-related investment, and our ambition that we expressed during our capital increase discussion is that we will deliver $335 billion of climate co-benefits through our investment support to these countries until 2030.
At yan ang kabuuan ng mga balita mula sa iba't ibang bansa sa Eagle News International Filipino Edition. Sa pangalan ng mga bumubuo sa Eagle News Service, ako po si Mario Choa. I'm one